What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, giving you guys a quick update slash fix on my Troymare Griffon video. And if you guys saw the first one, I don't really think that you need to watch this, but there was a small mistake in that, and I'm making this video to fix that mistake. Cap G is not fake news. Anyways, for those of you who didn't watch the first video, Troymare are a brand new archetype coming out in Flames of Destruction. It appears to me that they are actually the Mech Knights from Extreme Force. Not exactly sure if they got transformed or corrupted, or if this is actually like the Troymare is their original form underneath all of that armor, which is really interesting when you look at the story, because in Extreme Force there shows, I believe it's Azure Blue, and he's actually reaching down to one of like the World Chalice monsters, and he's like helping him up a cliff. So I don't know exactly what happened, if the new Iblee, if she like transformed him into Troymare. We just have to wait for this lore to play out, and some people are saying that the lore is going to go 7 sets deep, which, I mean, we're only on what, set 4, so this lore is definitely not finished. Anyways, Troymare Griffon, I think that this guy is an absolute powerhouse for Link 4s. It seems to me that Konami wants to give us a powerhouse Link 4 for every set. Borreload, Firewall, Skull Deed, and now we got Troymare Griffon. Is this the first Link 4 of this set? I kind of feel like it might be. Anyways, Link 4, it's basically like Firewall Dragon. The Link points are up, down, left, and right. 2500 attack, and it requires 2+ monsters with different names, which is so stupidly easy, especially in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Where everybody makes Link 4s with Grinder Golem and Scapegoat. If you play those cards, you can definitely summon this. It says you can only use the first effect once per turn. That is the hard once per turn using this card's name. If this card is Link summoned, you can discard one card, then target one spell or trap in your graveyard. Set that card on your side of the field, but it can't be activated this turn. If this effect was activated while this card was co-linked, you can also draw one card. The entire archetype, I believe, has that built into it. The whole, if you activate their effects while co-linked, you get the draw one card, which basically replaces the card you just discarded. This is an incredibly strong effect to me. I mean, how many cards can you think of that can get you any spell or trap card back? I know the spell or trap can't be used immediately, but that's really not the point. If you think about it in the context of using any trap card, Solemn Strike, using a Mind Crush or something like that, you know, it's not really going to matter, because it's not like you'd be able to use it immediately anyways, and you don't even have to have actually activated that spell. If you're playing something like, I don't know, Minerva Sworn, and you mill it to the grave with a Light Sworn effect, or that grass looks greener, think about being able to recover your soul charge and your opponent knowing, okay, I need to get rid of that soul charge or I lose. Like, that's pretty damn powerful. Think about if you just summon Raiden and you activate its effect and you mill that grass looks greener, being able to get your grass back early in the door. That seems incredibly strong to me, and potentially getting a draw off of it is just icing on the cake. Second effect, special summon monsters that are not linked cannot activate their effects. This is where I had the mistake on. I thought it was co-linked, but this is still an incredibly strong effect, because you're still basically saying that unless this guy is the only monster, or unless this guy is pointing up towards my opponent, like he's in the extra monster zone, my opponent is pretty much forced to link summon. Like, they will, if they're playing like a ritual deck, or if they're playing something like Serteller Knights or any type of fusion deck, they are going to be forced to link summon if they want to be able to activate any special summon monster effects, and that is oppressive as hell. You guys thought Master Rule 4 was forcing you to play link monsters. Wait until Konami keeps making more effects like this, man. And the thing about it is, I know some people are going to say, well, Cap G, this guy has a, he has a pointing arrow that points towards your opponent's field. That's true, but it's really not beneficial. Like, you're thinking about maximizing this card's potential, considering that he gains a draw when he is, co-linked. Chances are this is not going to be the first monster your opponent throws out there, especially if they're playing a lot of Troymare. Chances are this might be like the second card so they can get that draw, and there may be no arrow pointing towards your opponent's side of the field for them to use, so your opponent is probably going to be forced to go into a monster before they really even do like their plays. So I think this card is extremely good, and the reason I really fuck with it is because it's so generic. I mean, like monsters with 2 different names, come on now, that's a joke. You can use tokens with it, you can use Grinder Golem to instantly make it. This card is pretty damn good in my opinion, and I want to know what you guys think. So whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.